Tonight, a stunning turn in North America's trade relations. Just hours before a global summit, Canada was hit with a 10% tariff hike that has thrown economic talks off course and left business leaders warning of a full-blown trade war. Before we continue, what's your take on these new tariffs? Drop your comment below and subscribe to the channel to stay ahead of the real stories shaping Canada's future. Backhand index pointing right, stay with us to discover what really happened behind closed doors and how this move could reshape Canada's economy for years to come. The tariff shock. The announcement came as Prime Minister Mark Carney traveled to a major summit in Malaysia. News broke mid-flight. Existing tariffs on Canadian goods were being raised by an additional 10%. The sudden escalation was reportedly linked to a controversial anti-tariff advertisement that aired during the World Series, reigniting long-standing trade tensions. Initially, Carney avoided comment, but hours later he spoke publicly, stating, "The Government of Canada stands ready to build on the progress that we had been making in our negotiations with our American counterparts." Despite his calm tone, concern spread quickly across the business community. The Business Council of Canada warned that a fragmented national response could worsen the crisis. "We need a Team Canada approach, one united front across provinces and sectors." Canada's auto industry at risk. The automotive sector now stands at the epicenter of this trade conflict, and experts say it faces an existential threat. Over the past 2 decades, Canadian vehicle production has dropped by more than 50%, and recent months brought devastating news. General Motors ended production of its electric parcel van in Ingersoll, Ontario. Stellantis confirmed that Jeep Compass manufacturing would move from Brampton to Illinois. Industry insiders warn that this isn't just about tariffs, it's about competitiveness. Building a new automotive assembly plant can cost up to $6 billion and take up to 8 years. While U.S. automakers have received billions in subsidies for vehicles built domestically, Canadian facilities are struggling to stay viable. In response, Ottawa reduced the number of vehicles that certain automakers can import into Canada tariff-free, a move aimed at encouraging local production. Some former executives argue that Canada should now attract investment from non-American automakers, creating jobs while reducing reliance on its southern neighbor. A housing crisis deepens. As trade tensions rise, Canadians are also battling an escalating housing affordability crisis. New data from Abacus shows most Canadians still dream of owning a home, but many are sacrificing major life goals to get there. 2 in 5 have cut spending, a quarter have scaled back expectations, and 1 in 5 have delayed milestones like marriage or starting a family. Experts call it a lifestyle crisis. Nearly half of Canadians say they'd buy a smaller home than planned, while 1 in 3 would co-purchase with family or friends. The Carney government has pledged to double home construction to 500,000 units a year in the next decade, but experts warn that increasing supply alone won't solve the problem without stronger affordability measures. Travel turbulence and new border rules. Meanwhile, travelers face fresh uncertainty as biometric data collection becomes mandatory for anyone entering or leaving the U.S., whether by land, air, or sea. The new rules coincide with the Alien Registration Act, which requires Canadians staying in the U.S. for over 30 days to register with immigration authorities, sometimes providing fingerprints or paying a small fee. Frequent travelers, known as snowbirds, report inconsistencies at border crossings and longer processing times. This comes as a partial government shutdown in the U.S. leaves tens of thousands of aviation workers unpaid, leading to serious staff shortages and growing delays across North American airspace. Fear in Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, immigration raids have sparked fear among Latino communities and even Canadian expats. Reports claim federal agents attempted to access Dodger Stadium's parking lot before being turned away. Community leaders describe a level of fear they've never experienced, from social media monitoring to sudden detentions. "There's a fear that we've never experienced before," said one resident. Many hope that major public events, like the World Series, can unite people rather than divide them. Climate pressure. Canada's wildfire crisis. Beyond economics and borders, Canada is also confronting one of its worst wildfire seasons in history. More than 90,000 square kilometers have burned this year, an area larger than New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island combined. Survivors and firefighters gathered in Ottawa this week demanding immediate federal reforms, including doubling wildfire training and equipment funding, establishing year-round coordination between provinces and First Nations, investing in clean energy and long-term prevention strategies. "No one should have to experience what my family and thousands of others have endured," said one survivor. Repair, not replace, the new movement. In Charlottetown, a growing national initiative called the Right to Repair movement is inspiring Canadians to rethink waste. At a Fix-It fair, volunteers repaired items for free, from torn socks to broken blenders, showing people how to extend product life instead of replacing everything. It can give people an opportunity to see it done, and maybe next time, they might try it themselves. Advocates say the movement empowers Canadians to save money, protect the environment, and challenge companies that make self-repair nearly impossible. Canada at a crossroads. From collapsing trade talks and a wounded auto industry to the housing crisis and raging wildfires, Canada stands at a historic crossroads. The coming months will test not just the country's economic resilience, but its unity and identity. Stay tuned till the end, because what's unfolding behind these tariff battles could reveal a deeper shift in Canada's global strategy. This is CTV National News, and we're just getting started. Did you know that over 95% of our viewers aren't subscribed to the channel? We totally get it, life gets busy, and sometimes it's easy to forget. But here's the thing. Subscribing is completely free, and it really helps us keep creating the content you enjoy. So why not hit that subscribe button and join our community? It only takes a second, but it makes a world of difference to us. Thank you for your support.